Okay. Now, this is my first pronounce it. Mukbang.
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 Mukbang. Whenever I say it, I put an accent to it, and I don't want anybody to think I'm being funny. I'm like mukbang, like mukbang.
Some people might take offense.
And I don't want that. That's what I don't. That's what I don't want. So this is my first mukbang, right?
Mukbang.
Bang, like Bangkok.
Mm-hmm.
Mukbang. I don't know why I referred to that, but my first mukbang with my lovely bestie, and we're gonna answer some questions that we have been asked, along with eating. I guess I can use that for my extra stuff.
Okay.
All right. So first question will be: do you know how long your tongue is?
I honestly don't know, but people like my tongue.
But that escalated quickly. All right. Well, I didn't know either, but I got it measured, and my tongue is 4 inches. Yeah, so it can touch. I'm not gonna show you, but it can touch the bottom of my chin, and it can kind of go up a little bit of my nose. That's kind of nasty. Huh?
No,
like it can touch my nose, but I'm saying it can go like up. And don't ask me why I know that. I think I learned that as a kid.
I don't know what you're doing by yourself, but some people might really like that.
I mean, daddy happy. I don't get no complaints.
Hey.
So, tattoos. How many tattoos do you have?
I have none. I think because I chickened out because I couldn't find anything that was meaningful enough. Mm-hmm. Even though in my mind I feel like I'm tatted up, I have none.
In your mind?
Yeah. I'll go through social media or look at other people and imagine it on myself.
Okay.
But at this point, I don't think I'll actually go through and get it.
Okay. Well, me, I don't know how many tattoos I have.
You have a lot.
Last time I checked, it was like 32.
I think you have more than that.
I probably do now.
Is that including cover-ups?
See, that was not including cover-ups. And on top of that, I've gotten some that I really like and gotten them redone. Yeah. Like just go over in case there's fading or whatever. So I don't know if it counts like how many tattoos do I have or how many times I've been hit with the needle gun machine, whatever it's called.
It still qualifies as a tattoo even if you covered it up. So.
As much as a punk I am, it better count because I do not like pain. I love body art, but I don't like pain. Piercings.
Just my ears.
Let's go.
1, 2.
1, 2. Well, I have 12. 12 piercings. So it's like we balance each other out.
I think so.
No tattoos. No piercings. Hella tattoos. 12 piercings. Your pain tolerance is a lot better than mine. And
it's really high.
And I'm the one with the tattoos and piercings.
It's so weird you say that, though, because I feel like I would be really good at getting more piercings, more tattoos, but I just never did it. Because I do have a really high tolerance for pain.
Yeah, well, your girl don't. I really don't. I'm glad we wrote this down, because if not, I would have forgot. Are you stuck up?
Depends on my environment. I can be very down to earth. If I'm with the homies, I'm in the hood. But if I feel like I'm at a nice location and I'm ready to be sophisticated and I see people that aren't comfortable being in that environment, I can be stuck up.
That's a good explanation. Because we've been to some of the hoodest places. And to some of the bougiest places. And we both, we're chameleons. Like, we just fit in to whatever. Unless, it's always that one drunk uncle at the bougie place or at the other place. White or black. And we just we bougie, but we 2 seconds away from getting the hood because he's just... Yeah. So...
And that always happens when me and you're together.
We need to write a damn book, for real. Like a book on Candi and Sasha's adventures. Yeah. From the first time we met. We're gonna talk about that. I don't know if we're gonna talk about it tonight, but we're gonna talk about
that's an event.
We're gonna tell the people how we met and the first time we met.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
All right.
Because there's some moving parts that aren't around anymore.
Man, listen. Now this one, I really don't have the answer to.
Which one is this?
Your best and your worst purchase. What is your best purchase?
My best purchase?
Yeah, and why I'm not the only one eating and you gonna have me looking fat and you got food in front of you?
I got a little scrimp.
Yeah, but I'm going in like I'm eating mussels and.
I don't know what my best purchase is. Probably. I don't know, honestly, because I don't really spend money like that.
Another reason why we balance each other out. What is your worst purchase?
My worst purchase.
Same answer. You don't know.
Probably some bad wigs back in the day.
These are the type of wigs that Sasha spent her money on. Can you picture her with these? All right, I play too much. I'm done.
A hot mess.
That's it.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah, ask me.
What was your worst purchase? To start there.
Oh, I'm not gonna say it's my worst purchase. It was just a purchase I shouldn't have made. Was an Audi A8.
I remember that car. It was nice.
I love that car, but I already had the Benz truck. I don't remember.
I remember that.
The black one, like the boxy one. It was like an everyday car. It was like a low budget G-Wagon. I forgot. And no offense to anyone that has this type of has this truck. If I find it, I'm gonna find a picture of it.
Did I ever see it?
Yeah. You've seen every car I've had.
Wait. I do remember it.
It was black and it was cute. It was like a little box.
Yeah, I remember.
And it was the first car. I was so hyped about my little car that I bought on my own. In my mind, the first exotic car that I bought by myself with nobody on it. Because like the Lexus, the Expedition, that was different. Like this was like brand new. I think it had like 104 miles on it. And I was excited.
I remember your excitement when you got it.
I'm going to have to find a picture of me. Because then when I got it, I did all the little jail poses with it at the dealership with the bow on. I was like, and I bent down in front of it. Then I had my hat on. Anyway. But
memories.
Having that car, and that was in my price range, it was good. Then I started making more money. So then I got the Audi. Then after that, I bought the party bus. You remember the limousine bus? I know you.
Oh yeah.
Party back and know you bitches fuck. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up. Then band take a minute.
I think that was my best purchase.
That was a moneymaker.
That's why I think that was my best purchase, and I think the guy wanted like 20 for it, and then I kept talking to him and talking him down, and he was I think he was an undercover officer or something, a police officer or something.
Okay.
And I think I had him down to like 17.
Mm.
Yeah. So anyway, that, and then I bought the Maserati that was the same color as the Audi.
Oh yeah.
So those wasn't, I would say, bad purchases, but since I already had a working brand new vehicle, I didn't need all those other vehicles.
No, you didn't.
But I felt like, number one, I didn't have a financial advisor. The money was coming steady, and I was good with that. And I already had a house with my name on the deed. I already had the condo and, well, the apartment and the townhouse in Atlanta that was paid for. So I was like, okay, now it's my time. I'm going to get toys. Like, I'm a girl that like toys. So I'm going to get cars or whatever.
Yeah, you got to spoil yourself sometimes.
Facts. So with that, it's like, it wasn't the worst purchase, but I could have did a lot more with that, like far as commercial properties, buying, you know, getting into stocks or IRAs and stuff like that. So that and the $8,000 dog.
Yeah.
But Paris is so cute. And Maya said that's all she wanted for Christmas, and I let her talk me into it, and her pops had just went away to do whatever he needed to go do. So, and it was like a culture shock for them. I'm like, now I got to be mommy and daddy. We done moved into this house. She really don't know nobody on the block. Her and her twin sister, sometimes they act like they didn't know each other. So
it was a lot.
Yeah. So I think those were as close as I can get into my worst purchases, because I didn't need those things at the time. But at the time, I had the money to buy those things. So
I think me personally, I've always been frugal. I'm a saver. I don't know if that has to do with me being a Scorpio. And people, yes, like to say that I'm cheap, but that money stash always comes in handy. Yeah. And it takes a minute for me to feel comfortable spending a lot of money. I do like to spoil myself, but I feel like I need to live a little bit more dangerously at times. So she balances me because I look to her as my spirit inspiration. When
I'll burn it up, baby.
When I question, should I spend this amount of money? And I always say, what would Candy do? She'd say, go
spend
for
a check and get it right back. That's what Candy would do.
So
I mean, I'm better now. I've always been good with saving, but my motto was, okay, if I save 20 grand, I get to blow 10 on whatever I want to buy. You know what I'm saying? That's how I ended up with. I know something like those Rolexes.
I remember when you bought one of them because we were sitting in Hooters and you were telling me about it and you showed it to me and I was like, oh, that's nice.
Which one was the blue face one?
I don't know which one it was, but it was right after you were going through a transition in life. Which one was that? Or did you buy them at the same time?
No, I bought the oyster face one, Just Date or whatever. I bought that one first. And it was like, I had saved like 25 grand and I was like excited.
I think that was the one that I saw there.
And I was like, okay, my bills paid. I'm good. Like, I don't owe nobody. My credit score was like 754. Like, I was like, all right, I'm good. Then I was like, I always wanted a Rolex. And I always like watches, but I wasn't never big on them because like now I really don't even wear any of them. Like I'll put on a Gucci watch and I really want an Apple watch. But anyway, so it's probably the first one because then the other one was on a whim. Like I was out of town with my ex-husband. Me, him, and the kids was out and I went to a jewelry store. And at this time we was trying to save face for the kids, but we already knew that it was a wrap. So he would buy me things in front of them, just like, look what I bought mommy. And I'm like, I don't care about that polo scarf you just bought me. I'm about to go to the jewelry store and I bought me a Rolex that day. Anyway, so that and you was with me when I got the other Rolex too. We was in Dubai. Not sure if this was our first or second trip to Dubai, but this one I got to rolling. So I would say maybe having maybe having 4 Rolexes is something else I could have spent because one was like 10 grand. So
I'll tell you my worst purchase: investing in a man that's no longer here.
Forget everything.
She makes me so happy. Like, y'all don't understand. No. Like, okay, for real.
I just said what she just said. If you know what, everything I said is non and void now because that right there is the damn it one. Invest. I'm getting my credit back right. See, now you done triggered me. Getting my credit back right now because I invest. See, you got me spitting. I done invested in the wrong Negro because I was so in love, allegedly.
We all been there.
Man, it seemed like I got stuck there, though. Because I'm a savage. I don't get stuck with stuff like that.
Selling dreams and wolf tickets.
Man, I think I was just stigmatized. That's the only thing I can come up with because as street smart as I am, I saw the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And at the end of the day, at that time, I was worth a pretty little penny, so I wasn't with him for no money. I don't get it. Like, maybe I had to go through that to realize what a quote-unquote real man is, or what I'm not going to stand for now, or something. I don't know. Maybe I was living in a dream, whatever. But anyway, getting back to you, that right there, that was an amazing answer.
I think for myself, I wasn't stigmatized per se. I want everybody to win. So if I'm winning, I want you to win. Mm-hmm. So if there's something I can do to help you out and help elevate you, I'm all in.
Right.
But if you don't do right with it and it's just going up in flames, and I'm feeling some kind of way because it was wasted.
Time, energy, effort.
Yeah. I
mean, money, of course, but still, it's not like we wasted a whole lot. Is the one this is when you left the old place and got to their place? Oh, the one we saw about earlier?
No, this one's dead.
Bless his heart. I'm so Okay, it's about to get heavy. We're gonna go to the next question. If you could have any magical power, what would it be?
If I could have any magical power, I think it would probably be the ability to not be seen, to be invisible.
This is why we're best friends. This is why we're best friends, because that was my answer.
You can do a lot of damage, and you can help yourself a lot being invisible and being able to put yourself in position to change some things when you're able to see what you ordinarily wouldn't be able to see. It's not always flying and reading people's minds. No.
Oh, no.
I want to be a fly on the wall and be able to see some things so that I can make moves in the way that I need to.
Okay. So, what you said, because I have it visible. With me, see, I'm drinking and stuff. I needed to write my answers down if I could. So yeah, invisible is mine as well. Girl crush.
Girl crush.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple.
Okay.
I think Gabrielle Union is very pretty.
I like Abby.
I want to say, I think Sweetie is pretty. I think she should stick to modeling instead of rapping, but I think she's pretty.
My type. That's my type. So
Yeah, her.
Okay.
Let's see. Lupita Nyong'o is pretty. I love her skin. And because she reminds me of like a younger version of Grace Jones.
Okay.
And who else I think is pretty that I have a crush on? I would say, I don't know. Come back to me, because it's one female that probably would make me look twice, and I don't even roll that way.
Uh-oh.
But I'm trying to think of her name.
Well, find her, because we done been in some sticky situations, and we both have never been somewhere that make us question whether. So if you follow her on IG, pull her up. I want to see her.
Let me see if I can find her.
Okay. Mine would be Michelle Obama.
Okay.
Just because I like I'm listening to her book now on Audibles, and it's like I like how down to earth she is. I like the power she possesses. I like her success, of course. So if I could get Michelle Obama and Maddie Morbucks.
I know who Maddie Morbucks is.
Boy. Now, I'm nowhere near her height. But if I could have her body, I think her even though it looks like it's made in a factory, and that's a body that I would like. I really would like that body. So she's my girl crush, not because I'm trying to smash. She's my girl crush because I want her body. See what I'm saying? Shorty is a whole problem.
Okay.
So Michelle Obama's money and mine, and Maddie Morbucks' body. And she's pretty. Her face is pretty. But I'll keep my own face. I'm used to this. So if I could morph them together to one, that would be my ideal chick. But both of them together in one with my face is who I want. That makes sense?
I like that combination.
Yeah. Right. Because Maddie, yeah, I like her. So while you looking for your other crush,
is my body real?
Dun dun dun.
shit is about to get real. Now, I'm trying to figure out why would they think that it's not when bam, I keep a waist ring on. But is it real? Yes, it's real. Now these, I did purchase these about, 13 years ago? Something like that. It's been a long time.
It's before we met, yeah.
Yeah, it was 13 years ago. So right now they're a little lopsided and I just got a good bra on. But, so yeah, but I do want Lipo 360 in the BBL. I've been wanting it for years. Don't ball your face up. I know you got something negative to say. Don't
I have
get
nothing
it.
negative
You don't
to
need
say.
it. Not negative to say about surgery. I don't think she's against surgery, but she's always told me, you don't need it. You're okay. You're
That's how I
perfect the way
feel.
you are. Okay, that's good. That's how you feel. But you're my best friend. You're supposed to say that anyway.
Of course.
You ain't gonna
but-
say, girl, go get your body done. Go ahead and get, because honestly, dead ass, there's nothing wrong with my body. I just want a waist this small and a booty that big. Excuse me. That's just what I want. Now, if I can get that, I'm willing to keep these old bags and just get a itty bitty waist. And I want my waist to hip ratio to be like 26 to like 50. They 44. My hips are 44 now. So that's not as,
I guess that might work.
yeah, because it sounds ridiculous, but it's not. But the reason why it doesn't
ridiculous.
work is because now I'm like a 29, 31-ish in the waist, but my hips are 44.
Okay.
So it doesn't look that, you know what I'm saying, once that waist go in, then it's going to give me that hourglass. But in December, like, you couldn't have told me that I wasn't going to have a date set for my plastic surgery. Like, I had the doctor I wanted, he's booked to 2024. So that pissed me off.
One of my friends, her mom delayed her full mommy makeover.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to take place in March. She decided to hold off on it because I think they said she didn't lose enough weight.
Oh, so her BMI was too high.
Mm-hmm.
BMI was perfect. Lost weight in Florida for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So my BMI was like a 24 or something like that. And I think that doctor goes up to like a 32 or something like that. So my BMI was good. I would have been scheduled for a skinny BBL. So a surgery sister that I had in mind, we supposed to be booking together. She went ahead and booked ahead. And she had her surgery January 15th that morning, and she passed that night. So after that, like, it just spooked me because I've known a lot of people that have had surgery and nothing happened. I know certain doctors have deaths on their hands. Cool. But that was the first time, even though we wasn't close, we were close enough that we went to high school together. We talked at least every other week. So it's not like best friend status, but it was someone that I knew. And I talked to her the day before her surgery. So with that, I'm like, okay, that put me in a place like, maybe I'm going to deal with these stretch marks a little bit more, these extra inches around my waist. But I do still want to get it. But I got to get my mind right first. Because now I'm like, okay, I'm already on a tooth journey. So that's surgery right there. So the money that I was going to put towards that, I can continue to put that towards my mouth because my mouth irritates me. And then do some more stuff with it, like buy another house or, you know, put money down on that. But the opportunity comes. If I win, you know how they have the little contest?
Yeah.
Like Mommy make. If Candy win, we gonna light a whole lot of these, and we gonna get a prayer circle together because I'm gonna lay down and doctor do what you do. Cause I still want to die, but I'm just not in a rush, and I think that was a wake up call I needed because I was like so serious. I wanted to have a date and to be, if not by March, by let me see, no sleep-ins in July. So. Right after July,
Okay.
June, July, August. By August or September, I wanted to have my body done already of this year. And won't nobody telling me nothing different. Like, everybody was on board. I had the kids on board. Like, look, this is the recovery house I'm about to be in. And then after that, God was like, nope, you ain't ready for that yet.
I don't have a problem with plastic surgery. I think it's great as an as needed basis.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you have to ask yourself, why are you doing it? Because even after you get it done, for some people it still isn't good enough. It's not making you happier.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of maintenance to it. A lot of people don't discuss that.
Right. The aftercare. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to get corrective surgeries after that. So I feel like, what are your reasons for doing it? Everybody does deserve to feel good about themselves, but sometimes we like to take the shortcut route, and sometimes it's just not necessary. That's all I'm saying. And
she's the life-size angel that be on my shoulder saying,
I'm
you
just
don't
saying,
need it.
sometimes you don't need it.
I ain't my own life-size devil. YOLO, go do it. Do what you need to do. Know before you go. Do your research. Do whatever. Because I could get on the table and pass, like many other ladies have, God rest their souls. Or I can walk out here and be like, look, come on, let's go to church and get hit by a bus on the way to church. So therefore, if it's my time to go, I'm just going to go. But I really thought I was getting surgery. Really thought. I had wrote a list down. I have text messages on my phone from different surgery coordinators. Like I had booked, no, I didn't book my flight. I had priced my flight. I was trying to figure out whether I was going to be in a recovery house or Airbnb and get a private nurse. My daughter's a nurse. She was going to go with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay. I don't feel like you need it, but I'll support you if that's something you want to do. But it is a big risk. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that there are no guarantees when you get put under.
Right.
There just aren't. And yeah, I get it. Everybody has a time when it's their time, but I also feel like there are circumstances that you get a say-so on maybe extending your time, and once you make something up, it's done. There is no take back. So,
I mean, that makes sense.
That's all I'm saying.
That makes sense, Mom. Okay?
Hey.
Anyway, next question. I won't talk about that. I feel a certain type of way. Do I have an OnlyFans?
Do you?
Do you?
No, I thought about it though, but I don't really have any content that I want to put on there yet.
I do. And I bet y'all want to know what it is. Yeah, I do. To answer your question, yes, I have an OnlyFans. Next question. This whole T.I. and Tiny thing. Because I don't know a whole lot about it, but like, how you feel about it?
I feel like where there's smoke, there's fire. I don't believe that we can convict him or her in the court of public opinion. But I do know that they have a strong reputation for having threesomes, which is nothing wrong with that. Explore your sexuality in a safe, consenting environment. But when you start talking about non-consent and drugging people in order to get them to get along with the program, that's where I have an issue. And there's a lot of women that need to be investigated as far as if their stories are legit. But it is looking very sketchy for them.
So, let me ask you this, and then we're going to get back to this. Would you have a threesome with your current partner now?
Would I have a threesome with my current partner? Probably not. This one.
Not this one, but the next one you can get it. So that's what
I wouldn't say the next one, but I feel like it takes a certain type of person in order for you to be sexually free with them, and it is a lot to share your partner with another person. Anybody that says it's not, you either have to be in a carefree, open relationship and not really care for the person, because I'm sorry, it's soul ties involved when you're intimate with people.
Okay.
And I don't want to be exchanging a lot of soul ties with a lot of insignificant people, and I'm feeling some type of way afterwards. Now, if we're in a foreign country and something just happens across both our eyes,
it is what it is.
They're gonna stay there, and I come back to my home, I don't ever gotta see them anymore, and it's in a safe, consensual act, then that's different.
True.
But definitely not with people that I have current relationships with on a friendship level, or people I have to see on a daily basis.
Yeah, I've never understood that. Me and my cousin had a threesome with my husband, or my best friend and my mate.
No.
How? Like,
no, that always goes left.
I don't see a threesome not going left with, like, okay, you engaged to get married. You give your man a threesome. and it's someone that y'all both know or someone you know. Then you know what I'm saying? You at the cookout. Is he thinking about that time we did whatever? And maybe it works for some people. I don't see it happening. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't see it happening. Like you said, if you have a threesome, okay, he don't mean nothing to me. Like, all right, I did this for my homegirl. I did this for whatever. But it's like your main, like me and my man had a threesome with the neighbor upstairs or down the street or what. Girl,
No.
how?
Or my coworker.
Yeah. Now, I've known plenty of people to have, and I'll have nothing against threesomes. But I just don't see how that's conducive for that relationship.
I don't. I just don't. I feel like once you open up, as they say, Pandora's box,
Can't close it.
you can't close it because now you're constantly wondering, well, we do these activities together.
What he do when I'm not around? When I'm out of town?
Exactly.
We on
Who's he
business.
dipping in and doing it with when I'm not around? And I know some couples have rules where the female gets to pick the partner
It doesn't matter.
or the male or whatnot. But a lot of that goes out the window when they feel like, well, we already did it. So I find somebody that I want to get with. You just so happen to not be here. Oh, well.
They don't consider cheating anymore after that.
Yeah, I'm not for that because it's too many different logistics to that.
Too many variables. It's not making sense.
Okay.
Like the second date update, like Young Jock's radio show.
Mm-hmm.
It was I didn't hear the whole episode, but in a car, and they did like the little replay thing. They were like, the girl gave the guy a threesome for his birthday, and he was like, I don't know why my girl mad at me. And she was like, well, yeah, I gave you the threesome, but you was showing off. You was doing more with her than you've ever done with me, and doing whatever. So I think Lil Shorty or somebody Shorty on it. He goes, well, you're not gonna drive a new car the way you drive your old car. You're gonna drive your new car a little different. I mean, it makes sense. And he was like, how's she mad at me? And she set it up. She set up another girl for my birthday. I didn't ask for this. This is what she brought to the table. When we got in the bedroom, I did my thing. And she was like, but if you're going to show out on somebody, show out on me. Don't show out on somebody else. You liked her more than you like me. And Young Jock was like, but this is what you put in front of this man. You put two women in front of this man. Okay, he know he can have you whenever. Tomorrow, the next day. This chick right here, he might never see her again. So he got to let her know what he working with. So I'm like, in that situation, how can you be mad? Like, this is something that you did. How? Either way. And some people be like, well, if this happened. I've never been in a situation, and I've been put in some situations that the chick or another man thought it was going to happen. Oh, no. We deaded that. I didn't damn near ended the whole friendship over a chick being somewhere, and me and the person I was dealing with at the time ended up doing what we do. And either she was around, she came around, or wanted to walk in the room. You ain't got, this not that type of party. If I didn't invite you, you're not about to invite yourself. I've never been that intoxicated or turned on that me and the person I'm with at the time are in the mix of something. And then you come in, hey girl, like, oh damn, did we really just sleep together? We've been best friends for all this time. Never. So how does that happen? You already had this thought in your mind and y'all just let it play out. That's the only thing I can come up with. Because
I agree with that. I feel like a lot of people fantasize and then they put things into motion with the right opportunity. They approach it.
Right.
And I feel like jealousy is something else. Because if you are the type of person that's territorial about your partner, seeing them get intimate with somebody you know or even somebody you don't know, and you start feeling a type of way, why are they more into that person? And to go back and double back to the T.I. and Tiny thing, they said that Tiny was the aggressor and would also be the jealous person in the room that would sometimes beat up some of the girls that were a little bit too more attractive to T.I.
No offense to Tiny, but that ain't hard to do, to be more attractive. Number one. And number two, if this is what you allow your man to do.
Exactly. It's
that's
all
why,
funny games while y'all are both having fun, though.
Nah, I'm good on that. I don't see me.
No.
And I will admit I've had one, but my man now, like, I'm too territorial for that. But me and him, we had this conversation because he's had one before too. But we're both the way we feel about each other. We're too territorial for that. Like he be ready to knock him. And then
I'm very jealous when it comes to people I really love and care about.
Right.
Right.
So
I'm not okay in that.
Maybe in my younger years when I was just trying things out and like, oh, okay, well, he look like he can be something to do and we chit chat for a couple of weeks or whatever. But like, no, this is my
Something
man.
casual, yeah.
What? Chick, I will body you. I will drag you like a dog. I know I'm working on my anger. I know. I'm the hate life coach.
Sometimes you got to put that out there to let people know I'm not the one.
And I'm not. Well, I think they know. I do at this point.
That's good.
Yeah, I do. And I'm trying to become more spiritual.
Okay,
And
that's
work on
good.
I am. Because it's like this little life coaching thing that I toyed and dabbled with is more, it's been put in my path now more so as like a purpose or a calling. So I'm like, okay, now I need to really get my stuff together.
Yeah, lead by example.
Because I keep running from it in whatever kind of way. It keeps snatching and bringing me back. So I'm like, well, no, I don't want to do that. I want to wild out. I want to drink. I want to pop bottles like I used to. I want to go to the club. And the universe was like, you did that already. So now it's your chance to talk to people about what you've been through and how you can help them do other stuff. And I'm like, but if anything happens to my relationship, I still got some hoe in me. They're like, no, you don't. We're going to do it. And I'm like, so I'm just going to sit here and twiddle my toes and dangle my legs. Just like, all right, Lord, I give up. What is it? What I need to do?
Think about the good old days.
Yeah. What do I need to do? Yeah. I think that's it for the questions. Is that? Body real. How long's my tongue? Probably stuck up. Tattoos, piercings, purchases, magical power, girl crush, OnlyFans, TMI time. That's it. So do you want to talk about how long we've been up here? We've been up here that long. You want to talk about how the first time we met? Or do you remember the first time we met?
I do.
Do you? I always thought my memory was better. Now, I don't remember what year and all that, but...
I want to say it was probably like either 2009 or 2010. One of the two.
I'm leaning towards 9.
Yeah. And it was in downtown Hampton. Do you remember what you first said to me when we first met? Can I say it?
I don't remember, so...
I got a husband and I got a boyfriend. And I was like, what?
Woo! Yeah, I probably was drinking. It's a pop. I mean, hey, you won't lie, but why would I tell you that? I didn't know you.
What?
What was he talking? Like, how did that conversation?
I don't know. It just came out of the blue. We were all sitting at a table. We were having drinks, and you were like, "My boyfriend keep blowing on my phone, and here goes my damn husband." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, I got a husband and a boyfriend."
I had 2 phones in or just 1 phone?
I think you just had 1 phone.
Oh.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. My memory's kind of cloudy, but I was just like, "What?"
Hey, what can I say? You know. They can
I was
do
like,
it,
"Okay,
I can do it
boo,
too.
get it, girl."
I mean, hey, I don't think you're lying because I did, but I wonder what would make me say that.
I don't know either. You just out of nowhere.
Okay. I was drunk. Yep, that truth serum.
There were some drinks involved, though.
Yeah. I remember us being at a long table and some names I won't bring up. We'll just call her Tamarine. Like the Tamarine player. No, that's too close to her name.
No.
Okay. Anyway, it was someone that had brought different ladies together for different reasons. At the time, I was in to modeling and hosting kind of heavy, so she wanted to use me for like a flyer and for me to be like the quote unquote brand face or marketing tool for her little conglomerate she called herself putting together. And so you was brought on board as the, can I say it?
Yeah, good.
the dominatrix of the group then? I'm asking. Because I know that's what you were doing, but I didn't know if that's what you was doing.
That was an added element because she found out that was one of my specialties. So.
Okay. So, for me, because I was married at the time, excuse me, I know she had, she wanted me to bring some dancers. I wasn't one of the dancers. Excuse me. She wanted to bring me on as the face and to see if I can get other girls, like to recruit other girls to come to this particular event she was having. So at this table, let me paint the pictures. It's like some dancers, some escorts, the one that thought she was the creator of something that no one else had heard of in her own mind. The dominatrix, the face also like host, like I supposed to host on like a what t-shirt contest or something like that.
Yeah, and I remember that. And I never showed up to the so-called event because I heard it was...
I was there...
Not something that was all that happened.
It wasn't. I was there, and I think I got like $200.
Really?
And I was there maybe... I wasn't even there an hour. Because then I saw some of my husband's friends too, so then I left her.
I just remember one of the girls I knew that was there. She was like, girl, it was a waste of time. And I was like, I'm so glad I didn't even make the trek across the water.
Yeah, like I don't know how the dancers did. Like I didn't stay long enough. They didn't do well to see
from what I was told.
So the money I got was like for showing up and like, you know, the little kindergarten handmade flyers she had. Like I had passed them out or whatever. And I was like, when it came down to the what t-shirt contest, I was like, just get a pool, like put a pool on the floor and do whatever.
Yeah, I remember.
So I don't know what happened with that, but I mean, yeah, I was there less than an hour and I think I got like $200. But to me at that time, that's when money was good.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? We was getting $500 walking the door. So to be somewhere for a whole hour and to leave with $200, I was like, oh no, you the worst. I ain't never coming back. I'm never coming to one of your events again. It's like it's done. I mean, from female to female, I was trying to look out, but like you thought you was the pimp with the strong hand and all. Like, how you gonna?
Not at all. She thought she was.
Then I met girls later and they was like, hey, can you manage me? Because she would set me up for blah, blah, blah. And she would get the money and I would never receive the money.
Yeah. Definitely heard a lot of stories like that.
Yeah. So.
I had like interim dealings with her. Like I didn't deal with her on a consistent basis. I was more like a so-and-so didn't show up. Can you come through, Sasha? I was a backup.
Ah.
Because that's basically what it was. And she just found me to be more reliable because the other girls were either ditzy or they never had a ride. So, and I lived across the water, so I was down. Just give me the location, the ETA.
Right.
Oh, Sasha, she gonna come through. So, if I had time, so.
How did we even become friends, though? Because you remember, I know I made it clear that anybody that worked with me or for me when it came to certain things, we're not friends. Like we're not cool. So
I don't know. Because I didn't really spend a whole lot of time with you.
Right. So that's why I'm like,
all.
how did I bring that wall down? Like how did we trust each other?
Okay, this is what I think it was. I did a number of parties for you, and over time, I kind of was around you more, but not a whole lot, just from a business tip. And then it was Charlotte CIAA. The infamous car ride.
When I had to host that party at,
I don't know what club it was. It was in downtown Charlotte.
I don't know, but I remember I was supposed to be hosting.
And you hit me up at the last minute.
Did I? No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
The last minute?
It was the last minute because you said, well, what are you doing CIAA weekend? I never went. That was never my thing. I always heard about it, but I never.
All right, so don't say it was last minute though. Don't act like you was my backup. Like
I don't know.
Like old girl
I don't
did
know.
you.
I think I was.
No.
But you asked me about it, and you said you were able to get some rooms from somebody that had some rooms they couldn't go, and you bought them.
Yeah, I remember that.
You asked me, was I down to go? And I was like, I ain't got nothing else to do. So
I thought we was cool before then, though. I mean, we were cool, but I'm saying I thought we were
we never
friends.
went out. We never like hung out and just went out for random drinks. No.
Really?
No, it was just business. I'd show up, you'd be like, hey, Sasha, hey, how you been? And we get to do it.
I mean, but one thing I can say whenever I called you was about some money.
It was always about money.
I ain't never called you on no,
No.
hey girl, where you get them shoes from? Or,
no, it's never that.
Let's go beat up such and such and such and such. I was always about money.
It was always a business opportunity. It was always us doing business together and getting money together.
And you was always safe.
Yes, always safe.
I've never put you in any kind of crazy.
Never put me in any crazy junk.
No, not any unsafe. Okay. We done had some crazy situations.
Situations, but nothing unsafe where I feared for my life or anything.
Yeah.
No, it was always good. But yeah, it was always business in the beginning, and then we became more friendlier, and then we went to CIAA because I got to know you in the car, and we had a long car ride.
Well, she is kind of cool. She all right. She ain't crazy.
Yeah, and we ran out of gas because we were having such a good conversation, which was funny. But I mean, it was a good trip. I will say this though: she's the only female that I would ever go out of town with. That I would feel confident in going out of town with, because there's some of these dizzy bras out here. You can't go nowhere. You can't even go to Starbucks or McDonald's.
That's how I was surprised that we got that close, because I don't have many.
No.
Like the friends I had, I grew up with them. So it was like when we were in school, we really didn't have a choice. Because we lived in the same projects or whatever. But then as far as being grown, I'm like, yo, and it could have been some genuine females out there. It's just me being me and so paranoid. I didn't let any female get close to me for whatever reason.
But she never had to micromanage me. I didn't have to micromanage her. And I'm independent already. So I was already going out of town and doing my own thing, and I can hit the ground running, and I'm good. Hey, you good? You good? You safe? You safe? And
Atlanta.
Yeah.
We got separate rental cars at the airport.
Yeah.
They said we would meet at the hotel.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
So, I mean, and we've gone international together. So, I mean,
yeah,
we're definitely good travel companions. And you definitely don't need to babysit me or like other people. So.
No, them other people I don't do out of town with them. Yo, you remember DC? For my birthday? Man.
I will say this though. Anybody that knows me, I can make lemonade out of lemons, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Other people pity party in the corner. Yo. Me, I hit the ground running. Okay? As long as I got my cell phone and, some starter cash, I'm good.
I like how long as we check in with each other every so often for proof of life, then we're good. Yeah. I'm not, where are you now? Or where you at? Candy, you went to the mall, you left me. Or Candy, like when we were single, Candy, you met this dude and now I ain't seen you in 2 days. As long as we send that text and it was like every 6 hours or something like that. I don't even know how we did it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like instinctual. Like you'd hit me up every few hours. I hit you up.
Right. And like, look, okay, we're going to be here for a week. On Wednesday, boom, let's go shopping and do dinner.
Yeah.
And that's how we did it. And then we saw each other again. It was time to go to the airport.
And then I'd always have some stories. She'd have some stories. And, okay. We compare notes on, hey, how was your trip here? Or Miami or what have you. So.
Oh, good.
Vegas. Dubai.
Yo, Vegas should have been better than what it was.
It should have been. I mean, I made the best of it. We did get to take pictures with Tupac impersonator.
Yo, I came across that picture not too long ago. Not with me in it, or not with us in it, because I think I had like somebody's chain on.
Yeah, he let you wear his
But of them two together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was looking through my phone doing something, and I
was
saw that.
Was the other guy supposed to be Biggie?
Suge Knight.
Okay, Suge Knight and Tupac. Yeah,
because their biopics was about to come out.
Yep. And this is around the time that the whole hoverboard thing was a craze, because everybody was on a hoverboard in the casinos.
Yeah. Who's supposed to be fighting? Floyd Mayweather has a fight. I saw it on his page.
He's coming out of retirement?
I don't know. He'll be fighting somebody. But, yeah, anytime that I go to a Floyd Mayweather fight by myself, and the seats that I had were so close that the little Chinese man beside me says, when is your sugar daddy coming? Because I know, as beautiful as you are, you didn't purchase these tickets yourself.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, should I be offended? Is that a smack in the face? Because if I look this good, then damn, I shouldn't spend my own money on this fight.
I mean, for me, it is offensive. So you're saying that I can't afford my own ticket?
Exactly.
I can only get in here through
and I
a
was
man?
like, yo, I bought these tickets, my ticket this morning. Like, because I was hoping they was going to go down after, so many tickets wasn't sold or whatever. But I left the bookie after putting my bet in, and then that's when I went downstairs. And I was like, you sure you don't want to go to the fight? He was like, no, I'm good. I'm going to go shop and gamble. And I was like, but think about the men we're going to see. He was like, call me when the fight over. I'll meet you in the lobby. So
that's exactly what I did too.
Yeah, and the Chinese guy, he
because
was like,
nobody's interested in me at the fight. They're all on the fight. They got their ringside tickets. They paid their money for these tickets. They're not trying to scope the scene all the time. So.
I mean, it was a few, but then again, it was a few there trying to scope. Because remember, I had met Delicious.
Yeah, I remember that.
She was so sweet. I think she's like one of the sweetest, like, it girls at the time that I've met. Like Cardi B was sweet too, but as far as her, she was sweet, and it wasn't on okay, I'm not doing your makeup. She was just sweet from being sweet.
Right.
Like, she said something to me first. I think she said she liked my boobs or something, because she hadn't had her boobs done yet. So she complimented my boobs, and that's how the conversation started.
Well, why?
Sure. But yeah, it was a couple of chicks there with like pasties on. Okay. And like see-through pants and like so I mean, yeah, he was trying to get choosing or whatever. But other than that, I still think you should have won. You shouldn't have let your best friend go to the Mayweather fight by herself.
I had other things brewing.
That was a hot ass mess. But yeah, it was okay. You remember the scammer we met?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
He was like, "Can I sit with y'all? If you got to pay," he was like, "Okay." And we went to the where did we go?
I told him, you sure do gotta pay.
The club. Damn, I don't remember the club it was. The club that's... Anyway.
Was it in Aria?
No, that's where I went when I went to the Louis store, and I told you the security guard was trying to talk to me.
Oh, yeah,
He's like, I see you with the Louis bag. That bag now is like a limited edition. I'm thinking about selling it. I've only used it like 2 times. When I was in Atlanta, I was doing something, and they had pulled up my account. And the guy was like, yo, you got the pink something. Like, they discontinued that bag. And I was like, yeah. He was like, you know how many people been looking for that bag? And I was like, yeah, I got it in Vegas when I went to a Mayweather fight, and I haven't done nothing with it. So, I might need to look it up and see how much it is. I mean, how much it's worth now. Because it's in the closet, collecting dust in the dust.
Limited edition.
I know, right? I don't know. I don't have nothing else. What I do know is this waist train about to come off because it's cutting me. I don't know if this this little seafood boil and made me spread a little bit, but this is... I don't know. I don't have nothing else I need to talk about. I'm not that interesting. I guess that's why I never made one of these before.
I mean, you are interesting. Just scratching the surface.
I don't think I'm interested. I don't know what to talk about. We've been up here 52 minutes now?
Yeah.
Okay. And it might be a little longer once I, what am I supposed to do? Insert a clip of Maddie Moorbucks for the people that don't know her. Shorty bad. She's a problem. Maddie is a whole problem. Her and the first bench truck that I bought myself. Okay. The little box one. But other than that, I think that's it. Anything else you have?
Not really. I mean, unless somebody has some questions for me, I'm down to answer.
Well, any questions? Whew, I feel better already. Any questions that y'all have, I guess y'all can put in a little comment section. So, like they say, like and subscribe to that damn Candy. Who is that? That's the one you...
Johnny
that's
plays.
The one to sing?
Yeah,
okay, I was following Johnny, then I stopped. I don't know why.
Her new single is called Up. It's Cardi B's single.
I was about to say, Cardi B had a song that just came out called Up.
Yeah, she's twerking to it.
See, that's the thing. Like, I think she's such... Okay, I know she used to be a prostitute and some more stuff, and I could care less about that. But I think she has a beautiful voice, and I think she's very musically talented.
She can't get out of her own way.
Right, but should be ashamed of myself. Look at the way Look at the way my fat dent this. You see that? do y'all waist trainers with the bones in it? Like, look at that. Can y'all see that?
Time for a new one.
Sheesh. I got one smaller than this, but then I can't breathe. And then I feel like my boobs are under my chin when I wear it. So, but I can't focus on her musical talent because her booty jiggling. And it's a nice booty. And she went to Dr. Kurz. Shout out to Dr. Kurz because I love Dr. Kurz. But it's like, with all that going on, it's like, okay, your voice is amazing. Like, your hands do your thing on your little piano or whatever. True. But you got a see-through shirt on and your booty, like...
There's too many distractions.
Sometimes you, like you say, get out your own way, but you have to let the old you die to become the new you. If you want to evolve into somebody that's either going to be taken seriously. You can be taken seriously, still prostituting, dancing, or whatever, and be great at that. Mm-hmm. But when you try to put that into, now I want to be taken as a serious musician, that I think is like the conflict of interest, because you just got the niggas that still... Can you say that on YouTube? Can you say that?
I mean, you can.
Okay, see, I don't even know how YouTube works yet. But
just anything to do with like gay bashing or racial things and things like that, or overly sexually explicit and too many curse words.
Okay, well, my nipple's covered. I'm too many different races mixed together to make me to be racist. And would you say cursing? I don't curse a lot in general, so I should be good. But you have the man over here that's willing to trick off on you because of what you're doing, but then you want to go into a board meeting and you want to talk serious numbers for your talent, and I don't think that part is, they're not going to take you seriously.
The money's not going to make sense in investing in someone who is volatile and really doesn't know what their brand is, because what are you selling?
Right. Are you selling sex, or are you selling your talent? Or is your talent sex, or is your talent music?
And I think what she doesn't understand is she hasn't got her footing in the music business enough to be able to do these types of things.
Right, because more than likely they start off as a goody two-shoe and then they convert over to, you know, the selling of the sex sales and all that. You already come in selling sex. You remember? All right. I don't know if this is going to make the cut or not. I might edit this out. But you remember, it was a young dancer. I don't remember who it was, but by this time you and I were like this already. And we were at a party, and she was somebody new. I don't know where I got her from. I don't know if she came with somebody else. And as soon as it was time to go out, I was like, "Where's your costume?" And she was like, "Oh, we were in Chesapeake." Mm-hmm. Or so I can picture where we were, because when she showed up, she had a baseball cap on. She had like a model type body. She had a baseball cap on. She had like a low Caesar, and she was tall, slim. And then I asked her, I was like, "Where's your costume?" And she was like, "I don't have one." I was like, "You don't have?" I said, do you need one?" It was like you, her, me. I'm not sure if it was anybody else. I want to say it was just us. So when she said it, I was like, "You don't have none?" I was like, "Okay." Only thing she had in her bag was some heels and a wig. And she walked out the room, boom, naked. Train to go.
Yeah.
I think she did one of these numbers. I'm having a bad hair day, so don't judge me. Judge your mama. So she did put the wig on, did one of these numbers, made it real messy. She was like, I don't know if she did a line in the bathroom, but she had like some real jungle looking hair. And then she took some baby oil and rubbed it all over her body and put some heels on. And she was like, I'm ready. Is they ready? Is they ready? And I was like, I remember that. Whoa. I said, so you ain't going to even get these men an element of surprise or nothing. You just going to walk out there, bow, here it is.
Get money, bitch. Get money, bitch.
Like, you're not going to wrap a towel around you. You're not going to do that. You just walk, slam out the door, butt naked.
And make it harder for the other females there that are trying to, like, you know, do the art of the striptease.
Right. So I was like, yo, you just don't, like, I understand we all know why you here. We all know that. But at the end of the day, like, you're not even gonna work your way there. Like, you're not even gonna sell the fantasy.
Bam.
Yeah, you're just gonna go ahead and just like, you know what? I know you say you wanted the candy, but I ain't even gonna wrap it up for you. Boom, here's a piece of chocolate. Just get it. You're gonna take all this chocolate.
Yeah.
So I think so much that's what your girl crush is. And she's beautiful. Like her body is similar to Maddie's. Like they both have very nice bodies. And they don't, even though both of them look made, they don't look like it's like stiff, cardboard, or, you know, hard bodies type.
I feel bad for her because she doesn't understand that in order for her to elevate, she has to change a lot of things. And some people feel like they don't want to compromise, but you don't have the leeway and the clout that you think you got. I mean, clout online is not the same as financial clout. She don't have it.
Absolutely.
And yes, she is making money.
But imagine how money she could make.
She could make more money if she had proper management and she was willing to listen, because
she needs a life coach.
She needs a life coach. She needs direction from someone, not somebody that's gonna baby her, because I feel like that doesn't work. She needs direction from somebody that is gonna tell her, look, this is what it takes.
Get your shit together.
Get your shit together. And I feel like the people she's had have either just used her up, profited off her, and threw her to the wayside. But she hasn't really had anybody that can get her the proper therapy she needs, because she definitely needs it. And she needs a A&R rep. They don't do that anymore, where they teach you about speaking in public, dressing, how to do your interviews, how to present yourself. She needs to be polished.
You just come see me, baby. Just come see me. Candy the Life Coach on Instagram.
Yes.
At CANDI Life Coach. It's the DA.
Yeah.
I should have plugged all this in before I started drinking. Give me a minute. But it's Candy the Life Coach. It's CANDIDA. Now let me go make sure that I'm spelling it right. Candy the Life Coach. I'm here for you. And I promise you, I will not be drinking. Oh, it's the CANDITHELIFECOACH. Candy the Life Coach on Instagram.
Okay.
And my personal page is at Candy Shop. CANDISHOP. Would you like to tell the good people your Instagram, or no, you don't want to do
I mean, I can. It's girl 6.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know. What is a girl 6? Go ahead.
What is a girl 6? Well,
I remember the movie.
Exactly. It's a multifaceted woman that can adapt to any situation and be anything she needs to for whatever she needs.
Okay, I'm not going to interrupt you no more. Put your plug in.
Girl 6 LJC on Instagram.
With that being said, I think that is it. So y'all like and subscribe to my channel, and we will be back with some more stuff soon. What? I don't know. So when you get to see the movie that's on my page, me getting a Brazilian wax in my my living room, the sitcom I was in, or just me rambling about nothing. Now you have a mukbang. I said it right?
You said it right.
Ha! Mukbang. Okay. Thank you. See y'all later.
Bye.
I can't reach today.
Oh my goodness.